Hey you guys, back again with another video. Yes, you guys, I'm still in the kitchen. Another video in the kitchen. Today, before we get started with this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Share this video. So today I said, okay, in the previous video I said the next video is going to be me making one of my childhood favorite cakes. Well, now I'm saying cake. Well, childhood snack, dessert, whatever. But it's a childhood cake. Well, it's not exactly. But what I'm going for is the yellow classic cake with the chocolate frosting. You know that yellow cake with the chocolate frosting? Yeah, that's my favorite childhood cake. But how I make it is instead of the yellow classic cake or the golden butter cake, I'm making lemon velvet cake. That's what I'm making. So that's going to be my version of the classic yellow cake with the buttermilk frosting. I'm making my version of it. Okay? So we're going to get started. We're going to get to it. I hope this is enough for me to, so I already started, doing certain things, I already started that. I already started, setting up. I cleaned up from the previous video and I made more mess. I said making more mess, but hey. So, wait, before I do that, let me mix everything in the bowl first. Let me mix everything in the bowl first. So. Oh, I don't think I have enough flour. No, I don't have enough flour. I gotta go get some more flour. I knew I didn't have enough. Ooh. I knew I didn't have enough. Okay. Let me go get some more. The way these flours are expensive, I cannot be affording to waste any. I cannot be doing that. So this is what I used. When I first started using it, it was a blue bag. When I found out, I came across this flour. It was a blue bag. See, the thing about when you start using products for a long time, you there long enough, you will see they switch up, So that they switched that up. Like, this is the third time since I've been using a flour that they done switched up. I think, wait, is it no, this is the second time. I'm thinking about they pancake mix. So that was 1 cup, right? 1 cup. All right. 1 cup. So this is what I do. You fill up your cup. You take the handle of a spoon or a knife, whatever you use, and you scrape it off. You level it. Boom. Now that's 2 cups right there, right? So I need 3/4 cups. 3/4 cups. So like I said, I set up everything before I hit record. Well, I didn't set up everything because I didn't set this up, But I want y'all to see this part. Now, I could have started this video, everything already mixed and everything, But I want people to see me make my cakes from scratch. And I don't want people to think I use the box cakes. Because there's no box cakes in this house. Nothing wrong with box cakes. Is that I can't use them. you know. And I'm not going to front in here like I do, because I won't be able to eat it. That's how you'll catch me, because I be done ready to slice the cake and I can't bite it, you know. So why fake the funk? Feel the funk. Let the rhythm take you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I'm using baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and baking powder, corn starch free. It use potato starch. Uh-oh, I almost messed up. Well, no. Okay, that was a tablespoon and a half, right? I hope I put, okay, I hope I did a teaspoon and a half of that. If I didn't, it'll be short. A tablespoon of salt. I'm using pink salt. That's what I have. And we're going to use 1 cup of sugar. The original said 2 cups, but I took off 1 cup. You know? So yeah. We're doing 1 cup of sugar. When I used to make my own like flour mixture, you know, I would buy the separate, you know, flours and flour, you know, cooking flour, baking flour, stuff like that. Not the plant flour, but yeah. So you throw everything in there. You combine everything, right? You combine everything. So you got your flour in here. You have your sugar. You have your baking soda, baking powder, salt, right? Sugar in there, right? Now, I'm not sure if I put the half of the baking powder. Yeah, I did. I hope I did. If not, now we're going to shift it. We're going to use one of these bad boys. Bad boys. Hey, bad boys. I usually have another spatula here, but I can't seem to come across one. There you go. What does it say? Keep calm and bake on. Yeah. Keep calm and bake on. I remember one time I made this cake and I forgot to add the sugar to it. And I'm like, glad I remembered. So I'm going to shift this like twice. I'm going to do this twice. You know, if you want, you can do this part, you know. Now, we're going to shift it to this bowl now. I'm going to shift it. I'm going to pour it back into this bowl too. Because I need to work with a bigger. No, it's going to stay. It can stay right in this bowl. I forgot what I got to do in this bowl. But yeah. So I'm not using no butter in this recipe. You know. So the chocolate frosting I made is for this. For this this recipe right here. Whew. Okay, so you got your shifted flour. I'm gonna put this to the side. Get that same bowl. Well, I looked over. I thought it wasn't recording. Oh, today is my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. Yep, March 11th is my mom's birthday, and that's when y'all gonna see this video. Hey. So we need 2/3 cups of olive oil. 2/3 cups. Now what did I do with that 1/3 cup measuring cup? Oh, I'm telling you, these things just get away from me. So you can use vegetable oil, I'm using good old olive oil. What I can use. Okay? Okay. And then I'm going to use vegetable shorten. Oh, I don't really like this brand, but the one I've been using wasn't available when I made it. Let me see if I can show y'all the other brand I used to use. All right, so this is the shorteners I used. I used to use. I still use it, but it wasn't available, or was too expensive at that time. So yeah, I use this, and when you normally with a company for a long time, they tend to switch up on you. See, this is what I was saying. Spectrum, non-hydrogenated, organic, or vegetable shortened. So this is what I used to use for my my cake. This recipe right here in particular. Yep. And it's organic palm fruit oil. See? Always dropping something. I'm telling you, when you in the kitchen, you're going to drop something. So yeah. So from that to this. So you got to use what you have, right? But I'll be getting back to my regular, smegular ingredients, like the shortening and the buttermilk and the, what they call that, powdered sugar, the wholesome powdered sugar. Now, all right, so I put 2/3 cups of olive oil, and I'm putting 1/3 cup of shortening. Wow. Because I was thinking about something else while I said that. I was just thinking about a conversation my mother had. Why do I hit record? I'm thinking of a conversation my mother and I had. My mother's in her 70s, and she told me that, sometimes she walks out the room and she be like, I forget things and I have to go back. And I said, I have the same thing that happened to me, and I'm only in my 40s. And she started laughing. She was like, okay, I know I'm not by myself. So yeah, shout out to my mom, she held it down, she held it down. When my dad wasn't around, she held it down. I grew up in a household where I never went to bed hungry. I never did. I never went to bed hungry. I never went a birthday without a gift or a cake. I never missed a birthday without getting gifts, a cake, and I never missed Christmas without, I never went to Christmas without opening gifts. My mom made it possible. Even if she did have help from a friend or something, the kids in the house, me and my sisters, we did not know. Well, my twin sister and I, we did not know. And I may not have gotten what I wanted for Christmas or my birthday, but we got what we needed. And we had a roof over our head. We never, I'm going to speak from my perspective. Speaking from my point of view. I never knew about any bills. I didn't even worry about, if the light's going to be cut off or we going to not have dinner for, that day. I had a good childhood thanks to my mom, My dad was still in my life, but, I never missed, if my mom was struggling, I didn't know about it. If she was having problems, never knew about it. A kid stayed in the kid's place. I stood in my place. As a child, I did not interact with adults. So, anything like something wrong with her car, I didn't know about it. I didn't know about adult stuff when I was a kid. You know? My mom, she raised me good. She raised me well. She brought me, you know, I grew up in the church, you know. She took me to church every Sunday. But one thing I can say about my mom, she's a good mother. She took very good care of me and my sisters. But I'm speaking for me, you know, because, you know, I'm a twin. Obviously, I have 2 other sisters. She took care of us, you know. We didn't have to worry about where our next meal is coming from, where we going to get new clothes from, stuff like that. We didn't worry about stuff like that. You know, that was adult stuff, you know. So, yeah. So you put it, okay, let me do this stuff to talk to y'all. Let me talk and work at the same time. Sometimes I can't even do that. So I'm using vanilla extract. So this is appreciation video to my mom. This is also her birthday. So shout out to you, Mom. I don't even know if I have a YouTube channel. But anywho, happy birthday to my mom. What a coincidence, I'm making the cake on the day I'm going to post it. Woo! Yeah, I appreciate my mom a lot. I do. I told her over the phone. I even called her and I was like, Mom, I just want to tell you how much I love you, how much I appreciate you. And it wasn't even Mother's Day. It was nothing. I just called her on any other day and I told her how, you know, I appreciate her and, you know, what she did, you know. When we was out of hand, we got spankings. We did. When we was bad, we got spankings. So I'm using lemon juice instead of vanilla extract. Not vanilla extract, lemon extract. I have lemon extract, but I like it better with the lemon juice. This is squeezed from a lemon. I'm using lemon juice. I squeezed it. I zested it and everything. So I got, where did I do? Oh, right here. So yeah, I told my mom, I said, I appreciate her. You know, she taught us how to love God and you know, pray, read the word, you know, say our scriptures and stuff. She, you know. And I used to always love when she got us up in the morning. She always sang this song every morning, except Saturdays. But it's like Sundays when we go to church, Monday through Friday when we go to school. She would get up every morning, pull our curtains back, and sing this song. Rise, shine, give God the glory, soldiers of the Lord. I'm telling you, I'd be like, that was our alarm every morning. I'm telling you. I'd be like, oh, that means it's time to get up when she used to do that. I'm like, oh, 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes. But yes, I do really appreciate my mom. We didn't get everything we wanted, but we got everything we needed. We had breakfast, we had lunch, and we had, well, breakfast and lunch we didn't get because Monday through Friday we was in school. So, but dinner and Sunday we will have breakfast. And Saturday she would get up every Saturday and make a big breakfast. You know, I miss them days, you know, waking up to the smell of breakfast, you know. And I'm telling you, every Christmas, I had a present with my name under the tree. Every birthday, I had a present. To this day, my mom still send me, you know, something, you know, saying, you know, my birthday. I don't want to cry. It is a good mom still. That was getting ready to fall. Y'all saw that? Oh, y'all didn't see that. But it was one of the measuring spoons just hanging on for dear life. So, alright y'all. Being that I'm not using eggs, regular eggs, I'm using egg extract. I said egg extract. Is that even a thing? I'm using egg replacer. And I put a little of this in it, yellow food coloring. I did only 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. It looked orange, but give it that good whip. Throw it up in there. So this is equivalent to 3 eggs. So yeah, it's equivalent to 3 eggs. If I have time, I would talk more about my mom, you know, but I want to finish this. And oh, I'm out of buttermilk too. Look. I'm out of buttermilk. See the thing, the last time we went shopping, I didn't get no buttermilk, so that's my fault. I usually have like 4 of these bottles in the refrigerator. It's a little bit, like half a cup, but I'm gonna save that. But I use regular whole milk, and I use a tablespoon of vinegar, and a tablespoon and a half of vinegar. So this is 1 cup, so I use 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. And this is a half a cup. I use 1.5 teaspoon of white vinegar. So I let that sit. I've been sitting that whole time. So, oh, I gotta fold in the I usually do this at the end, but we're gonna do this right now. I don't know. Should I add this in? So this is from 1 large lemon. You know, I cut it in half and everything. I usually add more. I got another lemon right here, but I'm not going to do it. So we're going to throw that in there. I usually add this in after I add the flour mixture and everything. But we're going to mix that in there. It looks orange on camera, but it's yellow. I only use 1 teaspoon of it, and I'm just doing it for the color, so I can get that yellow classic cake look, you know. All right, now we're gonna do the dry into the wet. So we're gonna do it like this. Oh, don't drip. Oh, let me preheat the oven. That would be nice, right? It's gonna take 5 minutes to preheat, but by the time I'm done with this, oh, I have a dilemma too. All right. So we're going to do 2 divisions. We're going to do 3 flour and 2 buttermilk. So it's going to be, you put your dry in first. You're going to begin with dry and you're going to end with dry. Right? Right. And be gentle with the cake batter. Don't beat it up, you know, like don't over stir it. So this is equivalent to whole milk. And then you're gonna stir it, buttermilk. So mix it in. I gotta really make this kitchen clean. You know, mix it in. I knew one's gonna fall. Okay, so you're gonna mix more of the flour in. Boom, right? Boom, bam, all that stuff. Then you're gonna add the last half a cup of milk in here. Right? You're gonna mix it. Mix it. Then you're going to add the last batch of the flour. So that was 3 flours and 2 liquid. So flour, liquid, flour, liquid, flour. Mixture. Flour mixture. Overbeat it. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. See? See? Yellow. So I'm making my classic yellow cake. Look, this is lemon velvet. But the thing I don't like about adding the color into it is that you don't see the little specks of the lemon zest, you know? So I'm folding it down. I'm making a mess. I'm making a mess. Don't worry about that. I don't even use an apron. I got aprons right over there. All right. And there, the cake is done. Now, I have a dilemma, you guys. I don't know if I want to use the long spring foam pan or the bundt pan. Now, some people have to make a decision in life. They pay their rent or they eat. My problem is I have to make a decision between bundt pan or baking pan. That's my decision I have to make. You know? What's that? So I gotta choose. I gotta decide. I don't know which one I want to use. I don't know. But I know I gotta clean up again. And let me go get those two. Y'all, I gotta let my cake sit for 30 minutes. I'm gonna let it rest for 30 minutes and then I'm gonna come back. But before I go, in the meantime, in between time, I have to make a serious decision. So that's gonna sit there and I'm gonna clean up and we're gonna put this in the oven and I'm gonna come back. So in the meantime, I'm going to grease the pan. I'm going to come back and grease the pan. So, I don't know if I want to use this pan, this bundt pan, or this pan right here. Now, the thing with this pan right here, I have to, when I bake it in the cooler, I have to cut the edges off. But with this, I don't have to. And I could just glaze, frost the cake. So I may just use this. Sometimes you want to see it. Sometimes you want to see it. If I leave it up long enough, that will become the thumbnail. So you don't want to hold it up long enough. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to come back. I'm going to clean up this kitchen. Let me show y'all. Look at this. Look at this. You see that? You see that? You see that? In the words of T.S. Madison. He like, you see that? You see that? You see that? Don't ask me for no comment, no recipe list. But you see that? You see that? And you see that? It's gonna all be clean when I get back. Okay? I'll be back. Okay, even though I have my pan in a Ziploc bag, I still rinse it off and, dry it off and stuff like that. I still do that. I keep all my baking stuff in pans. In Ziploc bags. I don't have them exposed under the sink, I don't. And I didn't even put all my baking pans under the sink yet. Because I got to order some Ziploc bags. And I'm going to do a video doing that. Storing all my baking pans in the, and putting all my baking pans and pots in Ziploc bags. Storage bags separate, So, So it's already been, Alexa, how many minutes on the timer?
You have 8 minutes and 40 seconds left on your 30-minute timer.
Okay, 8 minutes left before I can put, the batter, the cake in the oven, the batter in the oven. I don't know why I put gloves on for this hand. I don't even use it. I just be wasting gloves. So even though it says 8 minutes left on the timer, we going to go on and, pour this into this cake pan and let it continue to rest in here. Well, I should have had my rotating cake stand. So yeah, like I said, I decided to use the bun pan, so that will, how you say it, I don't have to use the I don't have to cut the edges off, you know, but that be hard sometimes, and ain't nobody got time for hard edges on cakes now. Well, who remember this as a child when their mom used to bake a cake? Or my mom baked the cake. I used to always want to lick the bowl. Memories. But you know what I noticed too? When you ate the frosting, the cake batter, you was eating raw eggs. Okay. Now that my husband straightened out the oven, he put, lifted up so the front won't be low and my cake won't be uneven. So this is going to have to rest for another however minutes is left on the timer. And it may be another part to this video. I don't know. Any other time I have more time, okay? I said any other time I have more time. Okay. I'm going to let this sit. I wasn't even supposed to touch this the duration of the time, but, I'm pressed for time, Gotta record, it's for recording purposes. That's why I'm doing this. So, yeah. This is the finish. The finished the finished product is in the coming out the oven. That's the finished product. So, yeah. So, yep. Alexa, how many minutes on the timer?
You have 6 minutes left on your 30-minute timer.
Okay, I'll be back. Let me finish. Let me go on and wash this bowl. Okay, we're gonna put this in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. Yeah, 25 to 30 minutes, and I'll be back to take it out, and then I'll come back with another video to frost the cake. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Let's take this cake out the oven. It's only been in the oven for 25 minutes. It may need to bake even longer. We're gonna see. Look at that deliciousness. Whew. It is hot in this kitchen. Look how yellow that cake is. I ain't mean for it to get that yellow, you know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. I don't know what I did with my toothpicks. I don't know why this cake is on the table. Why this was on the table. I found my toothpicks. 25 minutes. It's done. And I let this bake for 25 minutes on 325. Alright, y'all. I'm going to let this cake sit for 1 hour. But I'm going to end this video. And I'm going to come back. And we're going to frost this cake. This cake going to be already, cool down. Because you can't frost a cake while it's hot. Or your frosting will melt. So, until next time. Or in the meantime, between time. I'm going to put this phone on the charger while this video is uploading. And, And I thought I was going to have more time to talk, about my mom, good times. How much I appreciate my mom and all that. So, yeah. Homemade lemon velvet cake. This is supposed to be my childhood recipe. Well, not supposed to be, but, but the original, what they call that cake? Golden yellow cake. Golden yellow cake. But being that I wanted lemon velvet. So, this is what I was talking about. It says, this is my childhood cake right here. My childhood cake, right here. The chocolate frosting with the yellow cake. Yes, that's my favorite childhood cake. But I use it as I make a what's going on me? Yeah, let's turn this oven off. This cake is done. So that's gonna sit here for about a half an hour. Alexa, see, now I don't want to work. Okay, so this cake gonna sit here for an hour, right? And then I'm gonna come back with another video, flip the cake out the pan, and we're gonna frost the cake, right? And then in that same video, I'm gonna taste the cake for you guys, okay? Okay. So yeah, this is my childhood cake, the yellow cake with the chocolate frosting, but I'm using lemon velvet. All right, y'all.